Big news for partners out of reInvent today. This is something AWS has been teasing for a few months, and today it has gone live. And that's the AWS has announced that Partner Central is moving out of the old Partner Central instance into the AWS Management Console. I think this is going to be super critical for partners. I think it's an awesome development. Congrats to the team who put this together on the AWS side. I think this is going to be a great news for partners because this creates a lot more alignment between what I think have been pretty disparate systems in the past. You have Partner Central over here, you've got Marketplace over there, you've got AWS Console over here. A lot of things that haven't frankly done the best job of talking to each other, and think this is a major step forward in sort of creating that alignment. The solutions that you're listing inside Partner Central are the solutions that you're publishing on Marketplace, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think creates a lot of alignment, and it allows you to get really creative as well as a partner to now begin to bundle different solutions, bundle that technology product you have with the implementation services you offer, or with the implementation services that another partner offers, or the professional services. There's really a lot of different ways that you can mix and match a really appealing offer that actually works backwards from a customer's business problem. I think that's super cool. I want to show you guys a bit about what the migration process looks and feels like. Partner Cloud is an AWS partner. We've obviously operated on the old Partner Central platform up until today, and I've successfully sort of completed the migration, or at least have it scheduled. And I want to show you just sort of how easy that is. And if you spend any time as a programmer or working on apps or anything like that, you probably know the AWS console well. And if you have not, then you may not know that part of AWS land very well. I want to demystify that for you a bit. Let's hop on over off of the blog post. Please go read that blog post. I think it's super helpful. But here inside Partner Central is a really helpful migration guide. You can find that. It's kind of top banner when you sign in. You can see I've completed all of the steps. The steps are really very well explained, and you can see exactly how to go about doing that. The first step is to identify a primary AWS account for Partner Central. And the main reason you're doing this is you're basically determining who is the alliance lead for your company. And for us, like, I'm the owner, I'm the alliance lead, I'm everything, right? So it makes it pretty straightforward from where I sit. The problem is I have always operated the AWS console, which is where we do building for our tools, our partner-facing tools, that sort of thing. We build that inside the AWS console. However, I've done all that operating through a root user account and not through an IAM account. And I know that sounds jargony. Let me just quickly, if you don't already know this, root user, think of that as like, represents the organization or the business itself. So the Partner Cloud, Partner Cloud is the root user. And then under root user are IAM, which are different individual users or members of the organization. So Justin should be a member or a IAM user within the Partner Cloud account, right? So what we want to do is create a Justin user, because Justin, not the corporate account, should be the alliance lead. So that's what I've done. I've gone here into the AWS console home and created a Justin user. So I do that under IAM. It's pretty simple. I go to users, I create a user over here. You can see I've already created my Justin user about an hour ago. Pretty straightforward. And then I've followed the step-by-step here, which says to add this permission and this permission to your alliance lead account. Okay. So I've gone in there and I've added both of those permissions as well as a few others. And, since I also want to retain administrator access, I've gone ahead and added that as well, which I'm sure is probably inclusive of these other ones, but pretty straightforward. To add a permission, you just go over there to add permissions, click add permission, attach a policy directly, etc. Pretty straightforward. Okay. Now, if I shift over from the root user account to the Justin account, I'll have full access here into Partner Central. And just like this is where you access, the console is where you access every single AWS service, which now includes Partner Central, which you can find by simply typing right there. This is the same AWS console that lets you fire up Bedrock or lets you fire up EC2, et cetera, et cetera. Now you can do the same thing with Partner Central. So click in there. Let's just tour around real quick. I can click, it takes us to this kind of homepage first. You can see it has all the stuff about marketplace, differentiation, et cetera, et cetera. Now I can launch AWS Partner Central. And you see down the left-hand side, a lot of the familiar things that you remember and recognize from Partner Central on the old version are now right here inside of the AWS Management Console version. So all the build, market, sell, grow type initiatives are all listed right here. Fewer of them now require sort of that external pop-out, which I think is a good thing. And then also as you scroll down, it seems like there's more options related to, say, funding, related to channel management, marketplace. And so like a lot of these things are starting to align a lot more here inside of a single pane of glass inside of the management console. And so it may take a little bit of like clicking around, getting used to things, but you can see all these different systems over here on the left-hand side now all accessible through this single interface. So if I go back to Partner Central, my Partner Central is still live. I can still go over here, but you'll see that my migration has been scheduled. Okay, and let me actually get back to the checklist here because I talked about creating that IAM user. You see the next steps were far more straightforward. They basically just click your way through, linking our AWS account. That was a really quick click. Completing the required business verification. That's about legal names and tax ID numbers and that sort of thing. Onboarding users, picking which of the users on your organization should, have access into that IAM policy. And then lastly, initiating the migration. This is basically just scheduling. When do you want the data to pipe over from system A to system B? And so I scheduled the first one that was available, which was December 9th. Nothing you need to do. You don't need to be there. You just let that happen in the background and just know that a lot of those things that you're used to seeing in Partner Central, old Partner Central, are now going to be available here. For example, your ACE pipeline will be under sell, under opportunities. And there we see the APN ACE program, yada, 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 same stuff as before, now available right here inside of the management console. So after the data migration, we don't have big pipeline or anything for us to send over. So it'd be the easiest migration they do. But overall, you'll see that's what that flow will look like. And I think they've done a great job rolling this out. They've done a great job announcing it. The instructions on Partner Central are very clear, and you can kind of go through a more detailed overview, and there's some helpful demo videos there as well. But I'm really anxious to go ahead and start clicking around into some of the functionality in the new Partner Central inside the management console to see what sort of creative opportunities and API connections can be made to automate a lot of processes that partners spend a lot of time getting bogged down in. So I hope you thought this was helpful. Happy reInvent to everyone who's out there in Vegas right now. Wish I could be out there with you. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Please make sure to follow the channel. And then also, partnercloud.ai. Give us a call if you have a need in the partner world. We specialize in helping partners accelerate their partner journey, get unstuck. I know a lot of partners can get stuck in processes like this. A lot of times the last thing you want to do to be mired down and pointing and clicking and migrating and all these things. So if there's a way that we can help, we help partners obtain funding. We help partners obtain specializations. We help partners basically improve their search engine optimization inside the AWS black box. So if that's interesting to you, please reach out to me. I'm Justin Freeman. Good to talk to you guys, and have a great rest of your week.